Welcome to a 2TC where there's going to be many retries and guaranteed many restarts to the round and to the run itself until we get that sweet, delicious end result that we are looking for. And at the point of time of this recording, I uploaded a video very recently describing how a Psi 2-tower chimps is impossible. But looking at the BTD6 index, there's been two recordings of a Psi 2-tower chimps. One with the Master Bomber and one with the Carrier flagship. Now I'm going to be doing the Master Bomber route on Resort thanks to Crabbar for initially doing it for themselves for the first time. Third person Flair here, thank you for the introduction there, Flair. I realised that going into this challenge is going to be incredibly arduous, time consuming and incredibly complicated because of the different intricacies that are involved when it comes to both Psi and the Master Bomber. They are both very good towers at stalling, but not necessarily going to be great for popping the stalled towers as they are going all over the place. Like, they are both very good when it comes to putting towers in a static position in combination of the Psychic Blast from Psi, the Flash Bombs from the Master Builder, along with the Flash Bomb from the previous stages as well, handling the early rounds better there. There are going to be many moments throughout this playthrough where you may think, oh, I could have made a different decision here and there. I could have changed the targeting priority from, let's say, fast to last, or last to strong, or strong to close. And that's actually really fair. Like, going through this challenge, it's going to be incredibly arduous in order to actually go through all this. So there is a point in here actually with round 10, I believe it was, with the Ninja, where you are able to do the round on your own with the Ninja, and from doing that, not upgrading the Ninja at all, you're able to get Psi on round 11 in contrast to round 12, which is what I was doing at the very beginning, which is one more round of Psi gaining experience, one more round of potentially leveling up, and saving a little bit of money at the end, which is going to be very, very crucial towards getting that final level 20. And then the Psionic Scream. It literally is the Psionic Scream for Psi, which is going to be the make or break here. Like, and also throughout this challenge, I decided that on day 2, which is the day that I managed to record my successful attempt, that I keep failing on one particular round, round 70. It takes a huge amount of concentration to see what kind of targeting would you like Psi to be on at any given point in time? What targeting would you like the Master Builder to be on at any given point in time? And will Psionic Scream work how I want it to, so that it's able to stun the first most balloons that are on the screen? Because we're looking at this with the fact that there are so many pinks and so many white regrow camo balloons that it becomes incredibly overwhelming, in contrast to both Psi's mind and the PS in which the Sticky Bomber would be at that given point in time would be able to deliver onto the track. So you could either go like first or close with a Sticky Bomb in order to maintain a lot of the balloons up in the top right section of the map, so that you're able to store them for as long as possible, so that Psi is able to mind pop them, if you will. Now, there are going to be some rounds in which you are going to have to force buy some levels for Psi, simply because of the fact that Psi is not strong enough on certain rounds in order to deal with all of the balloons, in combination with either the Sticky Bomb or the Master Bomber. Now, in the later rounds, obviously, when you get the Master Bomber, you're going to be leveling up Psi with the money that you have anyways, because you've got nothing else to purchase at that point in time. So I think it's actually round 48 in which you need to purchase the Destructive Resonance upgrade, which enables Psi's mind attack, so that if there are any balloons nearby from balloons that are popped, that they will be damaged, adding a little bit more firepower. which is on round 48. Now, on round 49, you're going to need to upgrade the next one as well, which is split mine in two, so that you're able to get Psi to target 2 different balloons with 2 different priorities of targeting as well. You'll notice that regardless of what's targeting that you have set for Psi, they are always going to be targeting other kinds of balloons throughout the track. Maybe it's a strong one, maybe it's a close one, maybe it's a last one. I tend to notice that it's either strong or close with like the 2 or the 3 split-minded factors in that manner. Or maybe there are some last ones in there depending on the given circumstances regarding Psi. Now, when it comes to the Master Bomber, sometimes you want to pop the blue ones, sometimes you want to pop the red ones. Other times you want them to pop the black one, as in the different classes of Moabs. Obviously, you've got ZMGs and DETs when it comes to black ones, thinking ZMGs, DETs, they are both in their own ways a threat until Psi gets to level 20. But then even when Psi gets to level 20, you have to be really careful about the timing of the abilities themselves, because you don't want having Psionic Scream to not be active at the end, or sorry, if you use Psionic Scream at the end of round 19, sorry, round 99, sorry, I was thinking of levels there, but if you have Psionic Scream activated at the end of round 99, then you're not going to be able to have it active ready for when the bad is popped by the Master Builder. Like round 100 is a cakewalk in this challenge, because you get the Master Builder to pop the bad layer, and then once the bad layer is gone, just unleash that Sonic Scream when Psi's at level 20, and they are able to deal with the ZMGs and the DDTs without any problem whatsoever. But it's getting to that point which can be very, very difficult. There are rounds with regrow balloons which can be really tricky if we don't get them under control. So my advice is to try and get as many balloons as possible within the small square and the medium square, and then initiate Psi's psychic burst ability, so that they are able to stun the balloons there for as long as possible. So with Psi and their abilities, timing is absolutely crucial when it comes to the success in this scenario. You're not going to be able to do this on your first try. It took me hundreds of attempts to realize that trying to do this on a normal game is a waste of my time, and then migrated over to Challenge Editor, which you would probably think is the thing that I should have done on the get-go. But I like to do these challenges in normal gameplay. It means that the progression to the next round feels more worth it, and any losses gained, as in a game over screen, feel that much more punishing. Which is why I've always liked to do these challenges in a normal gameplay. But also you get an Insta-Monkey at the very end, but if you always get that one but you've already got like 20 of them, that is not what you'd call fulfilling. I always like to get the ones which are ones where I've not yet got to complete the collections. But anyways, back to the video at hand. Psi and Master Builder are a very, very unique combination when it comes to this manner, and with many updates throughout between update 27 to 38, or from update 33 to 38, which both of the challenges with Psi 2-Tower Chimps, both on Logs and Resort, were both done by Crabbar. Like, I only took a look at the Master Bomber one because of the fact that perhaps that one definitely is the most challenging one when it comes to a lot of the mid game and even the late game as well. But I knew for a factor that it would be able to deal with the DDTs much more betterly than the carrier flagship would. And I'm not sure how the carrier flagship would be able to pop all of the DDTs on screen, so that Psi would be able to use her abilities in order to deal with everything else. You really want it so that the bombs that the Master Builder lay out and the small planes in which the carrier flagship lay out or fly off from the carrier flagship itself, they all go towards DDTs. You don't want them popping the blue Moabs, you don't want them to pop ceramics, you don't want them to pop the purples that spawn at the start of a round, but then again, Psi managed to deal with all those without any assistance whatsoever at that point, level 18. Now, it could be the factor that because the carrier flagship is cheaper, you'll be able to get Psi's level 20 just that little bit sooner, because the Master Bomber is definitely more expensive than the carrier flagship, and from there you will be able to shave off that, I think it's 16,000. Carrier flagship's 27,000 and Master Bomber is 43,000. But it's just figures off the top of my head, I'm not 100% sure. But these two are a very, very, very unique combination. It is an incredibly difficult combination to use. It is a very micro-intensive, changing targeting this, changing targeting that. It all depends on the scenario. Like round 95 is where I thought my run would be over. So that's why I'm like, okay, let's try this out in sandbox with monkey knowledge turned off, by the way, so that I would be able to test out round 95 with the deities, and hopefully I will be able to go through round 95, because I think round 95 and round 100 are the two biggest tests if a combination is very good or not, in order to actually go through a 2-tower chimps run. If the 2-tower chimps is not able to be achieved by the towers that you select and be able to proceed through both round 95 and 100, then I would say scrap the idea of being able to use that 2-tower chimps. It may be down to the fact that you got the positioning wrong, it may be down to the fact that the microing wasn't correct, or they just physically do not deal enough damage in order to actually get all of that out. That was like me with my theory with the special populations to Megapots being impossible, but then I got my ass handed to me by the community, and too rightfully so as well. Like, I was proven wrong big time by both Chomp and somebody on Reddit as well, Exterminatus. So yes, it's calling me a watermelon for goodness sakes, but I'm glad I'm proven wrong in that factor, and I'm really thankful for that, even though I was kind of humiliated in that way. Anyways, back to the video. These two, it all depends on the timings. Like round 70 is an absolute bane of my existence with this challenge. I must have restarted that round about close to 500 times or something in normal gameplay, when I realized if I was just that little bit braver and be able to have more confidence with both Psi and the Master Bomber, or sorry, the Sticky Bomber at that point in time, then even though there looks like there are some balloons which are about to escape the track itself, just have a little bit more confidence and you may be surprised. And when I went to Challenge Editor, I didn't have that fear of losing, but at the same time, yes, I did progress through a round eventually. It doesn't feel as rewarding in a Challenge Editor scenario because you don't have the thrill of being able to go through the round knowing that you don't have a fail-safe to protect you in case you fail the round. And that's the point of constantly restarting the round by going to the main menu, exiting, and then going to the map and back. Sometimes it would actually be down to upgrades I've forgotten to actually purchase, like the Destructive Resonance, the Split Mine in 2, and the round 61 one where you upgrade to faster vibrations so that Psi is able to pop balloons faster, and then she'll be able to move on to her next target from there. So I'm hoping you're enjoying the gameplay as it is. I haven't recorded all of my failures because I only recorded when I made progression throughout the game, and when I recorded this the first time, I did record a lot of the failures, like not just restart of a round, but also like seen back round 70 at least 10 times. It's not a pleasant experience, and restarting round 70 was one round, but I restarted so many times on. So that's just my little third person bit here and there. Thank you all so much for watching, and at this point we'll be at round 98 and I will be back live. Enjoy.
Red is the color of the mountains crumble. Stillness. Yes. Behold the bloated dream of envy. Sensing.
I think we are in the clear, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, this has taken such a long time to do. Thank you, Crab Bar, for the positioning of the the Master Bomber. Honestly, honestly, this has been really stressful, but such a fun challenge to do. Like, honestly. This has been brilliant in its own way, and I'm so proud of doing this. Ooh, what have we got? Have we got? Yes!
Knowledge. Sensing.
Psi is at level 20. You will all fall before my scream. Or sorry, Psi's scream. This gifted child. This Master Bomber, we are all here now, and you all bend to me now. Whenever that comes along, that is. Oh, that is a good feeling. And now put you on strong to tackle the fortified DDTs. There, of course, there's no light without darkness. But on this day, we have ourselves fully intact. I hope I've not shot myself in the foot here. But I think we're good on this front. I think so, maybe? Yeah, we're good. We're very good now. Oh, this requires a retry. Actually, let's put the Master Bomber on first and Psi on strong. Let's have Psi deal with these horrendous DDTs. There we go. Now we don't need to worry about those horrific fortified camo regrow DDTs. Oh, but it's taken a long time for Psi to be able to squeeze the life out of those DDTs. Come on, Psi, do your magic. Your telekinesis. I'm losing my words here. Oh, a pesky black balloon. We've got this in the bag, though. Look at how many balloons we've got left. We have essentially got this in the bag.
Some leaves must fall.
The power of a pink balloon, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Round 100. All it takes is for the Master Bomber to bring down the bad. And Psi will do the rest with a psionic scream. Let's see. We have done it. We have absolutely 100% 2 days of doing this. And let's lead up to this moment. I don't even know why I said there. Come on. The tail is bandaged. And there it is. Psi Master Builder 2 Tower Chimps. Not the achievement mode because this is on Challenge Editor. Gosh. Oh, seeing that ZOMG pop like that. That was the sign of utter greatness. Towers Place 2. Master Builder got 1,041,000 pops. I don't care about the amount of pops that one's got. Oh, this, both of them got, and actually we got the regrowth sort of thing. So, I think we kind of exceeded the threshold of both towers getting 1 million pops apiece. Because if you're aiming for 1 million pops times 2. Then what you're needing to do is abide by the 2 megapops rules of not having a huge amount of regrow farms so that both towers would have 1 million. But this, I think it could be in it actually. Like, both of them? Honest to God, that could be another 1 megapops times 2. But regardless, I am so happy to finally be done with this challenge and prove myself wrong by beating it. A few videos ago, I said that a Psi 2-tower chimps was impossible. There were 2 records of it on the Balloons Tower Defense 6 Index, one with the carrier flagship on logs, and then Resort with the Master Builder, originally done by Crab Bar. A huge special out to them. If you're watching this, then thank you. Literally, you were the one that inspired me to try and do this for myself, but I might have lost a few years of my life doing this, but nonetheless, I am so grateful for doing this. Apologies to if all of the video, or most of it actually, is in like third person. I knew this was going to be probably my most difficult 2-tower chimps video ever. Not the achievement though, because that has to be done in a normal game. So you cannot do it as in challenge editor, then you get the 2-tower chimps achievement. You still manage to get the satisfaction of beating this with 2 towers with Psi. So I've proven myself wrong. And I have, well, said some false things actually, to be honest. Like with Psi thinking that it's impossible. Like I didn't even actually think that there was like a Balloon Tower Defense 6 Index until like someone pointed out to me, thinking, oh, it has been done. It's been done on with 2 other towers or 2 scenarios, so I'm really happy with that. I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah, no Insta-Monkey at the end, unlike our other videos, and yeah, very, very, very good. Actually, you know what? We'll share that. We'll share that for everyone else to see, and see if you yourself can defeat it. Literally, edit challenge. Nothing here was edited. Everything is 100%. All the chimps rules were applied. I just like to take them anyways, just because, well, it makes it feel like a chimps run, honestly. Now, what's going to be the next challenge with these 2 towers? Alternate balloon round chimps? Yeah, no thank you. This already took enough years of my life. I think an alternate rounds chimps with these 2 towers will take the rest of my life with me. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, then please by all means giving it a like and just showing your thoughts about it, really. Like, I rambled on and on in my third person commentary, which I'll do in the future after this. But thank you all so much for watching, people, and take care of yourselves. That is 2-tower chimps with Psi. It can be done. It was done before this video, and it's done now. I've been practicing with no monkey knowledge, just to see if like I can like get past round 95, because that was the main route I was really scared of.